Let's go. Getting high off the net.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
2 years.
Oh, I'm
holy
muted. Shit. Fart. Fudge. Darn it. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, that was fucking nuts. Sinister Dev, you haven't seen the new intro yet? Dude, you know what is crazy? Power of an intro. Maybe it's just because the intro is longer, but before the new Cosmic Irony intro,
Oh yeah, wow.
we
that's
used
very
to maybe
cool.
have 1,000 people before the intro was done. Now, clockwork. Every time we run the intro, 2,000 people. I think people want to show up for the intro because it's so hype. Cosmic is also going to work on an outro for us.
Oh yeah, wow.
Dude,
that's very
this,
cool.
I mean, this,
Another blessed movie.
God, this,
Neff.
we are overproduced in this
My
motherfucker.
prime substreamer.
We might be the most produced
Oh, yeah,
streamer
wow,
now.
That's very cool.
Love
I
it.
mean, look at some of these amazing things we can do. Haas,
yeah, wow,
show them
that's
something amazing that we can
Let's
do.
go.
Show them. Show them something impressive if he's here. I don't know if he's here. Maybe he's not here. I might be talking shit. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for all
wow,
these
That's
subs.
very cool.
Hey dude, hope you're having a great evening.
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
AAA content here.
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Showhole.
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
No, Haas,
Oh,
no.
yeah, wow, that's
Not
very
that
cool.
that's for alone times. Not that, no. Show them something else. Show them something else. Come on. Just like we
Oh, yeah,
practiced.
wow, that's very cool.
Watch this. No. All right, come on. Get that one. No, not that
Oh, yeah,
one.
wow, that's very cool.
Not
Happy
that one.
61 months,
Now,
dude.
show him
Thanks for
something
everything.
else. Take a look at, okay. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out! I don't want it out of here! Okay, this time for real. Show him something hot. Show him something impressive, Haas. Okay, all right. That's something. I mean, pretty amazing. Pretty amazing, everybody. Guys, it's Wednesday. Everybody W's to Haas. Everybody W's to Haas. Arvel Reese season now? Oh my God, you're really gonna do this to me 2 minutes into the stream? All right, yeah, let's do it for the football heads. Hey guys, you know how the Jets seem cursed and that it's always gonna be a horrible, awful nightmare reality for Jets fans? Yeah, the player that we wanted to draft just announced he's going back to school. He gave up $60 million guaranteed to go play more college football. Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. All jokes aside, I know this is going to seem like
Yeah, wow,
copium,
That's very cool.
but I know it's going to seem like copium, but I was out on Dante Moore after the game against Indiana. He looked really fucking bad. And like, I honestly think he can be a good quarterback, but I think he needs to sit for a year. I think he needs to sit for a year, and on the Jets, he would not have that luxury. So honestly, I think he kind of helped the Jets because the Jets need talent.
Oh yeah, wow.
And
That's very cool.
I don't think taking a quarterback that needs to sit a year is going to help them, especially when in 2027 there are a lot of good quarterbacks. Like, legitimately, this is what we're talking about now. I just want to make it clear. We are probably going to take a bridge quarterback, and you're probably looking at the future quarterback of the New York Jets and Arch Manning. That is now the reality of the future. Now, I don't know if Arch is going to be good or not, really, but this is hopium. No, this is the reality. The Jets have 3 first-round picks in 2027. The Jets will be a bad team in 2026. So their pick is going to be a top pick. I think the Colts pick is going to be a top 10 pick. And with peace and love to my people in Dallas, there's a chance that Dallas pick is a top 10 pick too. So the Jets might have 3 picks in the top 10.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
This coaching offseason is so wild already.
So we will see. Now the Saints will. I mean, the Saints physically can't if the Jets have a pick above them. Do you know what I mean? And if it's not the Saints or the Jets, the Saints can't compete for the trade because the Jets have so many first round picks. Like, that's just simple math, right? If the first
Jets
pick
fan
belongs to,
here. It's
let's
gonna
say,
suck when Arch decides
just
to go
just
back
for
to college
shits and
next
giggles,
offseason too.
just for shits and giggles, let's say the first pick in the draft next year belongs to, I don't know, Las Vegas again, and they just picked Fernando Mendoza, they're going to trade out. Or they're going to trade Fernando. Something's happening there. But there's going to be 3 really good quarterbacks at least in the draft next year. So the Jets are probably looking at it next year. And I think the Jets will probably end up with Arvell Reese now at number 2.
Oh yeah,
I think,
cool.
in
I
my
can stay up for
opinion,
movie night LFG.
the Jets should do one of 3 things. Arvell Reese at 2, Ruben Bain at 2, or pick swap with the Cardinals at 2 to pick up Kyler Murray and then take Caleb Downs with the number 3 overall pick.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Downs is
55 months.
is unbelievable.
Love.
Downs is unbelievable. I think Downs is the best player in the draft, but he's a safety, and that's such a premium position that the Jets would need to trade down to make that make sense. Players I like in this draft that I would come if they ended up on the Jets. This is my list of players that I think are going to be studs. I think Arvell Reese is going to be a stud. I think Ruben Bain is going to be a stud. I think Caleb Downs is going to be a stud. I think Fernando Mendoza is going to be a stud. Pause. I think David Bailey is going to be really fucking good. I think Jeremiah Love, I don't know if I'd take a first round pick on him. Peter Woods is going to be a stud. Mekhi Lemon is going to be a fucking stud. Sonny Styles might end up being a better linebacker than Arvell Reese, but Arvell Reese has potential as a edge rusher, which is why he's placed higher. And then kind of the best of the rest, the other guy that I really fucking want, where is he? Where is this boy? Can I organize by position? Tackle, where the fuck? Yes, there he is. Dunker Jennings. This dude fucks. This dude is going to get moved to interior line and he's going to be a fucking stud. Absolute fucking stud. Anyway, enough football. I'm boring you to death. What if the Jets draft Ty Simpson? I think there's a possibility. Honestly, I would be more happy with Trinidad Chambliss, Grand Rapids kid. but you just can't take him at the second overall pick.
Oh, yeah,
That
wow,
is,
that's very
if the
cool.
Jets take Ty or Trinidad at pick 2, it's blow your brains out season. Real shit. When they have the 14th pick, if they take Ty or Trinidad at pick 2, it's blow your brains out season. 100%. Because they can take them with the 14th easily. Like, I still think that's really high if they take them with, 16th pick. I still think that's really high to take Trinidad or Ty. But I at least would be like, all right, we got a premium player at 2. We got a guy that's going to be a stud in our defense for forever. I'm okay. What if you guys get Harbaugh? Not going to happen.
Cool.
Got a job after
Thank
2 years
you
of being
for the hype
unemployed due to mental
train.
health issues, and it's kicking my ass so far, but I'm happy
Oh,
to be
no.
working again.
Well, I'm glad you're working again. Who do I want it to? Who do I want? Me? I want to trade down. I want to trade down. I want the Jets to trade down. Okay. Honestly, this is my fix the Jets in one offseason moves. I would not go Kyler. I would not go Kyler. If I'm looking to win some games, this is who I'm getting at the QB spot. With peace and love, this is who I'm getting at the QB spot. I'm taking a flyer on him. He looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah, wow.
He
that's
looked
very
fantastic. He's got an arm. He can move. He's had some time to sit and learn. He looked fantastic. Okay. That's who I'm putting in the QB spot. At two, I am trading down. And I am trading down huge. And people are going to be like, Will, what are you talking about? With peace and love, this is what I'm doing with the number 2 pick. I am going to allow the Raiders to do what the Texans did like 2 years ago and trade back in to pick 2. I am trading my first round pick for a 3rd round swap, and I'm taking Max Crosby as an edge rusher, and I'm paying him. 100%. Because Max Crosby's not going to be in Vegas next year. Max Crosby is not going to be in Vegas next year. He hates the team. He's fucking pissed. He's fucking pissed off. And if you can get him on the team, you do it. You pick up the phone. Take the trade swap. At the number 16 pick, I'm taking Mekhi Lemon. I'm taking Mekhi Lemon in I'm running to the podium because I think sneaky Mekhi Lemon is going to be the best wide receiver in the draft. He doesn't have the size. He doesn't have the speed, but he gets open like a fucking machine. He's like a Jackson Smith and Jigba in that he just gets open and catches everything. You pair him with a Garrett Wilson, and then you get 6 wins. You get 6 wins, and then the next year you go get your permanent quarterback and some other talent, and that's it. And you go get another head coach. Anyway, big news. Moving on from football. Backyard Sports animated TV special unveils first look at new Pablo Sanchez. Fuck you. Oh my God. Okay. Well, we saw it. Sorry, Variety. Eat my ass. Lick my balls. I am very excited about that project. I actually talked to them about reading for that project. I should reach back out to Backyard Sports and be like, listen, I know you need a Vinny the Gooch. I know you need a Vinny the Gooch. I am Vinny the Gooch. You gotta watch your kneecaps on those taters. 28 years later, The Bone Temple is now certified fresh, highest rated film of the franchise. Dude, okay. I'm gonna come. him. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Ralph Fiennes was the best part of 28 Years Later. He was incredible. Ralph Fiennes going on a murder spree and potentially making a cure for rage in the fourth 28 movie is gonna be, it's gonna be cum inducing. I am ready. I'm psyched. I'm stoked. This Friday, I'm gonna take a goddamn big old edible and I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna take the biggest edible possible and I'm gonna let it ride. Okay, who just linked Peanuts? Peanut put me on to Orb hypnotizing Latina girl, and she's taking over the internet. Yeah.
We interrupt your daily programming. Welcome back. We interrupt this program. It's time. We interrupt your daily program. We interrupt this program. Yeah. For a lesson in advanced orbology.
Yeah.
Welcome back. For a lesson in advanced orbology. Welcome back. Advanced orbology is less about learning. Me look. And more about unlearning.
My favorite is when she randomly goes, peligrosa.
Stage, we stop asking what the orb is. Whoa, focus. Instead, we ask, why did the orb let you notice it? Nice. Me and you. This is where most theories collapse. Yeah. Early orbologists believed the orb was ancient. Yeah. Me look. The orb
Me look.
is beyond time. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Class dismissed. Please proceed normally. We'll take it.
So good. So good. It's so funny. It's so, dude, I watch every one and I'm like, yes, you didn't discover the orb. You remembered it. You remembered it. Wait.
Welcome back. Yeah. This is advanced orbology. Welcome back.
Bro, this is me reading Jets news. And then she comes into my life. This is me right after I read about Dante Moore. And then I get orblated. Hang in there. It's just an echo. You're not broken. You're not broken. 90s Starfire. Nightwing is so incredibly based for cracking those cheeks. I mean, one of the like earliest dilemmas in men my age's life was Raven or Starfire. You know what I mean? Like that is one of the earliest. You know what I mean? There are two wolves inside of you. First, look at the bonus stories for the Spider-Man Superman crossover comic, including Spider-Man Noir and Golden Age. Okay, I have to say something. The one thing I don't like about the Spider-Man Superman crossover is this is the comic where they have no internet version, right? Like you have to own a physical copy, which I think is cool. But in this day and age, it's like, come on, man. Let people read the fucking comic.
Yeah, wow, that's very cool.
It's both Raven and Starfire, you fool.
Real. It'll be scanned. Yeah, but not by the companies making it. When are you doing this? That is so hard. I can do the early I can do the 1-1 rhythm. When I was boxing, I got to the 1-1 rhythm, but this shit, the hit and come back is so hard. That is the hardest one. I just want to point that out real quick. You notice when he's hitting it this direction, you can pick up pretty fast, but watch when he hits it and comes back. The timing of that is impossible. Oh my God. He is a freak at speed bag. He is an absolute freak. All right, you guys want to hear something funny though? My trainer for boxing, his name was Debo, and he was an Olympic boxer, right? And we had a speed bag in the gym, and I was very excited to learn the speed bag, right? It was like one of the first things where I was like, this is boxing, baby. This is it. If I learn this, I can fucking blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I go over and I'm like, D, teach me how to fucking knock this out of the park. Like, and he's like, brother, that won't help you do shit. I know motherfuckers who are amazing at speed bag can't box worth a fucking damn. And I'm like, wait, what's the point then? He's like, I don't know. It's good for strengthening up your shoulders. Like if you're keeping your guard up and you're just constantly moving, it's like a decent cardio exercise. But he's like, let me show you something. And he hit the bag as hard as he could. And he goes, go ahead and try and hit that in motion. And I tried and I missed it. He's like, yeah. So some people say this is for reflexes. No one has ever reflex hit a bag ever. It's too fast. It's all rhythm timing. You memorize rhythms and you learn muscle memory. And he's like, that's not going to help you actually slip a punch or anything. It will build up your shoulders, but he was so anti speed bag. He never did speed bag. And I would do speed bag just because it was like fun. Like I enjoyed it. So I got decent at it, but like my trainers were like so anti, like don't fucking waste your time with that. But I will say this dude is the cleanest I've ever seen. Yeah, dude. He makes this look so easy. That reverse hit is so hard. Like I tried to get that shit forever. It is so hard. How is that thing supposed to help you box though? Okay, so just so you understand, like the original use of the speed bag was very different. You kept your guard up and you would jab it and then you would try and like jab it, right? And then basically boxers figured out you could just roll it. And then dudes got really good at rolling it. But like even the way you hit a speed bag is not how you throw a jab anymore. So it's like for coordination and rhythm. And the other thing about boxing is if you ever look at a boxer, good boxers are going to stay like this and they're going to stay like this for like an hour. You know what I mean? During a fight. And I don't know if you've ever tried to like just keep your hands up like this while you are moving, but it is so exhausting. It is like just keeping your hands above your head is really hard. So like turtling like this and keeping your hands at your head is really difficult. So anything you can do to build up your shoulder endurance is going to help you in a fight. This is sick. How much emphasis was put on head movement in your training? I think most boxers, even pro boxers, don't have any head movement in their arsenal. A lot. I think ultimately though, like what I was taught by a guy who's an Olympic pro is like really good boxers are not going to move more than the width of a boxing glove usually. So a boxing glove is about that wide. So good boxers are just trying to slip on that axis. And because the thing about slipping is if I slip forward and I slip forward big and he throws an uppercut, I'm done. You know what I mean? I'm dead. So I did a lot of slipping though. My favorite boxing drill was this game where you'd take your gloves off and you would just have your wraps on and you were just trying to punch your opponent's shoulders or chest. And it was like all about moving. And that made me so much better at boxing because you're just like, you're moving and you're kind of like, it's the hit and don't be hit mentality. Avengers Doomsday, another trailer. Here we go. Oh.
I've lost everyone that
Wakanda. Will Christian be joining us for movie night? He's doing something professionally right now. I don't know when he gets back. When he does, I hope he joins us.
The king has his duties to prepare our people for the afterlife.
Wakanda.
I have mine.
King M'Baku of Wakanda.
Ben, Yancey Street between Broome and Grand.
Wow. This movie is going to be 4 hours long. Bro, everybody's in. Everybody is in. It's going to be interesting. I hope it's good. I hope it's good, man. I hope it's tight. More than 100 high school students in North Carolina are
Let's go.
competing
Well,
in
I
a
have picked up
masonry
drawing again.
competition.
I might
And they're,
try to draw scenes from films of film night Peepo Shy.
oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I would love that. Thank you. This is actually so tight. I can't even laugh at this. This is actually so tight. America's making thing like it's Americans making things again is bigger than you know. I wish I had learned that shit in high school. Two things I wish I had learned in high school. How to build things, absolutely, and how to pay taxes. There should be a full-length course in high school on how to pay taxes. 100%. 100%. There should be a tax course. Not that tricky. You are lying. You are absolutely lying. You are 100% lying. It's not that. Oh, shut up. Get on your tandem bicycle and get out of my house. Can I be honest? If you think taxes are easy, you're paying too much in taxes. 100%. When I learned all the ways that you can save money on taxes, I was like, what? What? Dude, if there was a course on how to pay taxes, I guarantee you would write off things that like, for example, do you know if you drive a super heavy car, you can write that thing off as like a tractor? What is it, a class something vehicle? And you can basically write off your entire vehicle if it's too heavy. 6,000 pounds. One's in chat if you've never heard that. This is not financial advice. I mean, You can, no, this is not me telling you to invest in something. This is something that is in tax code. That's the thing, bro. Easy Bake Oven came in here like I was telling you to invest in crypto. This is not me fucking giving you cockamamie advice. This is part of the U.S. tax code, man.
Neff.
That's crazy. LOL, I'm joking, brother. I know, I'm just kidding. But that shit is like, dude, the first time I heard that my cousin wrote his truck off because it weighed enough, I was like, what? You wrote off your truck because it weighed enough? He's like, yeah, dude, over 6,000 pounds. It's like, what? What do you mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking bad at taxes. I'll be honest. There were some people that were like that in chat that basically acted like I was an asshole saying this. Maybe I'm just bad at taxes. There is some tax stuff that I have learned in my adult life that has blown my fucking mind. The world's greatest escape artist made his debut on this day 55 years ago in 1971. Cool. Yes.
1. We had a tax class kids did not pay attention. 2. The G-Wagon has to be 50% business use.
Oh, dude. 50% business use. Come on. Come on. It says here you drove your G-Wagon to the Dunkin' Donuts 90% of the time. I gotta eat, don't I? That's part of business. Who debuted in Mr. Miracle #1, written by Mav Wolfman and Jack Kirby, with pencils by Jack Kirby and inks by Vince Coletta. Soon be seen in our DCU animated show based on the 12-issue comic book from Tom King. Ooh. This is going to be cool. Okay, can I ask a question? I saw this and I liked the casting, but am I the only one that wanted to see Christopher Judge play him in the live action too? Am I crazy for that? Am I crazy for that? Am I nuts? Like, Christopher Judge is so Kratos to me that I'm like, I don't give a shit if he's black. Fuck, I don't give a shit if he's too old too. Use CGI and do what you have to do. But you know what? I loved this guy in Sons of Anarchy. I loved him in SOA. So I'm not like Opie. Yeah, I'm not like crestfallen. I hope he does a good job. I hope the show is good. Literally, I would say almost any video game intellectual property, I think God of War is like the most prime for a live action show or movie adaptation. Maybe second to Metal Gear Solid and Gears of War. I don't know why that popped into my head, but I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good. I mean, Kratos is Greek, so maybe Stavros Halkias can play him. Oh my God, Stavi is fucking Kratos.
Here we go.
Wait, what is Melania official trailer? Oh no.
Go again.
You can come in. Good morning. Our proudest legacy will be that of peacemaker.
Peacemaker in the fire. Beautiful. Together with like-minded leaders, we have a voice.
Someone in chat said deport her. That's so crazy. Yo, Ice!
Is it safe?
It is safe.
Everyone wants to know. So here it is. Hi, Mr. President.
Jesus Christ! Look at that apartment! Ah!
Oh yeah, wow.
It's
that's
so
very cool.
sick!
President, congratulations.
Did you watch it?
I did not. Yeah, I will see it on the news.
God, fucking fuck
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
wow. That's very cool.
I hope this
Tacky
movie
as
fucking
fuck.
bombs Lamau.
Chat, listen. It's okay to be bitter. But that apartment was sick. That apartment was fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, wow. That's very cool.
Arrival to the Hypnotizing Latina?
Look, Hogan, you don't know where I'm coming from. Yeah. You don't know where the macho man is coming from. Yeah. 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 You don't know anything about the macho man, Randy Savage. Yeah. You don't know where I'm coming from. Hulk Hogan, I know what makes you tick. Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Pukesters. 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 Hulkamania! Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yeah. Hulk Hogan. And WrestleMania. Unjustifiably in a
yeah, wow,
position
that's
I
so
did
cool.
not
Almost
ask
3
to
years.
be in.
It was so cool meeting you outside the pizza place at TwitchCon.
Oh,
My brother spent 3 years making this movie montage to Tama Impala edit. Do you mind watching it?
3
Oh, yeah, wow,
years?
that's very cool.
3
No
years.
pressure. But when exactly will you be showing Whole?
Oh, you mean for the charity stream? I don't know. I have a meeting with the American Colorectal Cancer Alliance this month. And then we're going to start planning like what this actually looks like, because I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm pretty well versed on a lot of things. I do not know a fucking thing about performing a colonoscopy or how the best practices or what it's going to look like. Wait, this is real? This is real. I'm doing a charity for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. Yeah, I guess a few of you have missed this. I'll fill you guys in because this is something I'm working on. My closest family member, my cousin, who I absolutely fucking love, got colorectal cancer and was given 2 years to live. And it really shook up our family. And because of the Mayo Clinic and AI genome mapping, actually, he's alive right now. And the whole purpose of me doing Creator Clash was to raise money for him and to, well, not for him, but for colorectal cancer research. And he was actually going to come to the fight and we were going to come out with a Mayo Clinic flag together. But that didn't happen. So I told him that I still wanted to raise a lot of money for colorectal cancer research, because more and more young people are getting colorectal cancer every single year. It's like kind of skyrocketing. And so making more resources for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance with the money that we raise, as well as hopefully taking the stigma out of getting a camera up your butthole as a younger person, I think can do a double benefit. Right. I think that there are a lot of men that unfortunately will not go see a doctor or get scoped, even after they have very real symptoms because of the stigma around a colonoscopy. So we're going to try and do both of those things. We're going to try and, make it a more approachable process and provide money for people in need. And so I'm sitting down with the Colorectal Cancer Alliance, and they're going to recommend me a doctor. We're going to set up kind of the particulars of the event. And then the last thing is I am going to create goals. And kind of like a really fucked up ice bucket challenge, my goals are going to be that other creators get scoped.
Oh, yeah,
So
wow,
if
that's
we
very
raise
cool.
like $20,000,
Shovel.
I will go with another content creator, male content creator, and get scoped, and then raise more money. And hopefully it will kind of be like a daisy chain where more and more creators get scoped to raise money for the Colorectal Cancer Alliance. So this is still a process in motion. It's, you know, like you never want to make a doctor uncomfortable or do something that, you know, makes their profession or this very serious ailment, like feel trivialized in any way. So, we're meeting with, the Alliance. They're going to recommend a doctor that is cool with it, that thinks, you know, that thinks it's a good process and knows like the scope of what is happening on the stream. So yeah, it's something that I'm working on, and it's something that I'm passionate about. And are you financing all types of ass play? No, fucking dickhead. No. Anyway, something I'm passionate about and I hope happens soon. Anyway, let me grab a drink. I'll be right back. Sorry. No! Hail Paimon! Hail Paimon! Hail Paimon! Hail Paimon! Hail Paimon! Hail Paimon! Anyway, I was saying, I think it's gonna be a cool event. I think it's gonna be called "Putting Your Ass on the Line" with Will Neff, and then hopefully other creators. And I hope you guys support when we get it done, because it's going to be like the first major fundraiser I do. And it's something I'm very passionate about. Anyway, what else we got going on, guys? Oh my fucking God. This was disgusting. Oh, I don't know if I want to watch. Is that Darby Allin?
Oh no.
Oh, oh my God, dude. Darby Allin is a freak. Darby Allin is a fucking freak. I do not know how his body endures such awful things. Oh, this was the edit that one chatter put in here. His brother spent years making this. Let's take a look and be kind, okay?
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Shockingly, it's not called show hole. I'm not calling it show hole because I think people outside of our community won't get that, especially the doctors. This will be my first movie night since getting out of rehab. I'm sober since 10/25/25. Hell yeah. Let's all have a drink. No, I'm just kidding. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's awesome. W, man. I hope you enjoy film night tonight. This is dope. This is dope. link. I'll link it after we watch it. Sadakar. Yeah, dude. I think I'd fold for Chani too. I think I'd fucking fold. Oh! Thank you. Wow. Hurt Locker.
This is heat.
That was really good. I'll share that in chat. Congratulations, dude. Your brother's got some talent in his hands. Well, this is unlisted. Ooh. Chatter, does your brother work as an editor? What's going on? Is he looking for work? Shy, no, guys. I employ multiple people. Shy's not going anywhere. Chill. Holy shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? That would be the craziest way of firing someone I've ever. Just me being like, yeah, get Shy the fuck out of here. Oh, dude. Holy shit. By the way, I've been so fucking shitty about this. I want to let you guys know. I think Karis is going to be joining the team as my short form editor.
Birthday today. We watch film night every week. Happy birthday, big dog.
Thank you so much. Did I miss the link? I mean, it's unlisted. Should I still share it? I don't know if I should. Well, I'm gonna share it anyway. Fuck it. There you go. Hey, whisper, whoever's brother did that, whisper either Nice or Haas. I want to know what's going on with your brother. Maybe I can help him get a job. If he's looking for one. I don't know. But that was some real, there's some talent in his hands. What's unlisted mean? It means that you can't find it by Googling it or searching it on YouTube. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to go into the film yet. We're going to wait 30 more minutes. But I'm going to tell you what we're watching tonight because I saw a lot of people asking, and I think some people decide whether they want to hang out for movie night.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Based on this. Okay, so recently,
yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Movie night.
Recently, I watched a movie that really let me down. I went into a movie recently with very high expectations because it was an adaptation of a film that I love by a director that I did not think could do wrong. And ultimately, I think what happened was it truly, truly, truly felt like a movie done fast without much planning and to make money in the box office, which I didn't think this director was possible or was capable of. The film was The Running Man, and the director was Edgar Wright. I was really let down by The Running Man, and I just want to get the taste of it out of my mouth. So tonight, in about 30 minutes, we're going to be watching Hot Fuzz.
Did you give your Marty Supreme take? Also fair and was incredible this week. So much fun.
Thank you. So the film tonight is Hot Fuzz, one of my favorites, one of my classics. The pod was very good this night. Again, we've never watched Hot Fuzz. We've watched Shaun of the Dead. We've watched Baby Driver. We have never watched Hot Fuzz. I checked.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
So
8 of these have been from the community. Love this place.
Thank
Neff.
you. What was I going to say? Oh, Marty Supreme. I really liked Marty Supreme. I know some people are kind of like in and out. Caroline didn't really care much for it, and I totally understand why some people just are not totally into the film. I think Marty is a really hard main character to root for. I think Marty is kind of a fucking ass bag. But I found myself so engrossed in the story, and I just ultimately I think I just love Safdie filmmaking style. Like the whole movie just felt like an insane pressure cooker. I think Safdie's, genius is making crime movies and like very tense crime movies, and making a movie about ping pong that felt like maybe the most successful crime thriller of like the last 5 years, nestled within a ping pong movie. It is so, it's like such a flex. Not everybody will love Marty Supreme. There are a lot of people that will hate Marty Supreme. Why Kevin O'Leary though? I have a theory on that. I think that Benny Safdie doesn't really like to use actors in supporting roles. I think he just likes to use people that don't have to act to be the people he wants in supporting roles. Like, here's my thing. If randomly he just casted Kevin O'Leary as like the only, like off the street guy in the movie, I would be like, that's strange. However, he had Luke Manley as one of the actors in the film. Luke Manley is like a Barstool sports writer who he was like, oh, you have a perfect look. I need a big fat sweaty guy with a Boston accent. And he's like, like he pulled that guy off the street. Tyler is an actor, but Tyler felt very native to his role too. Penn Jillette was another guy who, no one has cast Penn Jillette in forever. He cast that one homeless guy as the cage manager for the ping pong thing. He also cast George Gervin as the owner of the ping pong place. In case you don't know that, George Gervin was a player for the Spurs. So I do think Benny Safdie is like very, very, very into not casting actors for supporting roles. And so I think Benny Safdie was like, I need a piece of shit businessman who is a horrible nightmare person to play my businessman who is a horrible nightmare person. And that's why he went with Kevin O'Leary. Baby, thank you for the 5. So, I mean, you're gonna people will fall in different places on the spectrum with Marty Supreme. I don't fault anyone for disliking Marty Supreme or not being able to get past kind of all the red flags the film has. But I thought it was pretty good. Kevin's casting reminds me a lot of one of my favorite castings of all time, which is If You Know, You Know. In the movie Mandy.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, go ahead. In the movie Mandy, Panos Cosmatos cast Linus Roche, who plays a cult leader. If you know anything about Linus Roche, he was perfect for the role because in real life, he's a cult leader. And, you know, I obviously feel very strange about like platforming a cult leader, but he's so good and he's such a fucking monster in the movie. So I don't know. There's like, it's like the film craft thing. Like, how far would you go?
Leo. You're cool.
Thank you. How far would you go to be, you know, the next Kubrick? You know what I mean? Are you going to cast a piece of shit because you want to get a piece of shit performance out of him? I don't know. This is why he will win Best Actor. Is this the spanking thing? Timothy Chalamet refused a butt double and got spanked for hours during Marty Supreme filming. Shooting the scene went on for hours and took 40 takes. When it came time to whack him, there was a stunt ass that was a double. Clement wouldn't do it. He said he'll do it himself. He doesn't want someone else's ass immortalized. Josh Safdie was saying, you've got to wind up harder. I really like whacking him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I know movies. I don't know shit about award season. Cool. If you want award season, go to Caroline Kwan. She's a fucking genius.
Please watch the 1997 movie Hanabi. Thanks for being a cool streamer. Smile.
Hanabi. Caroline is a genius when it comes to the film circuit. You got to get into that. You got to follow her. She has incredible takes on that. Hanabi fireworks. Ooh, it's Beat Takeshi. Yeah, this might be another blind watch for me. We can do that. This insane trailer will convince you to watch Kuyoho Goosebumps. All right, let me take a look at this.
この世界親がないのは首がないのと同じや言うてなほんまもんの芸は刀や鉄砲より強いねどんなに辛いことあっても
What's your ranking for Marty, Uncut Gems, and Good Time? Uncut Gems number 1, Good Time number 2, Marty number 3. And I think there's a kind of a distance between Good Time and Marty, but I still really liked Marty.
あんたは芸で勝負するんや
本気で歌舞伎役者にさせるん国道の声やろ
どっちにしても結婚相手やったら新聞も結構に身が入るやろ
God, Uncut Gems was so bad. Can I be honest? You can like the Safdie brother filmmaking style is like spicy food. You know what I mean? It's okay if you can just admit that you don't like super tense, very hard to watch movies. That's fine. I totally understand that. Like, I think, but that's more likely the case is that you just don't enjoy movies that are like painful and not that the movie is bad, right? Like, I think Uncut Gems is just way too painful for a lot of people.
新世代のスター誕生か世紀の大こけか
綺麗なお顔だことでもあれですよそのお顔に自分が食われちまいますからね
神さんにようさんお願い事するんやな
神様と話してたんとちゃうで悪魔と取引してたんや実の息子より部屋子の方が芸が上言うのが結局この世界地位やんか
役者言うもんは
This looks so fucking pretty.
意地汚い生き物やわ
歌舞伎をもっと馬を鳴らしてくださいって頼んだわ日本一の歌舞伎役者にしてくださいって
悪魔はんなんて
わかった言わはった取引成立や
That was ice cold at the end. That was ice cold at the end. God damn. Golly. All right. Someone asked me, what would my top movies of 2025 be? My top films of 2025 would be very much different than where everybody else is going with peace and love. Peace and love. First and foremost, my favorite movie, not because it was the best movie of 2025, because I will not assert that it was. My favorite movie of 2025 was Superman. And it's not because it's the best film. It's not even in the top 10. I won't say that. But I'm a DC fan. And DC movies have been so bad for so long that going in and seeing a competent Superman was like, holy shit. Like, it was so satisfying to me. Now, if you want to talk about the best movies of 2025, my short list would be Bring Her Back. I think Bring Her Back was the best horror movie of 2025 by like a wide margin. It was really, really, really fucking good. It was really, really, really fucking good. I think another movie I would put in the short list of the best movie of 2025 would be The Long Walk. I don't think Long Walk is getting any nods for being one of the best movies of 2025. The Long Walk was fucking punishing. And I'm going to say this out loud and full-throated. I thought David Johnson and Cooper Hoffman were the best actors of 2025. Them together on screen in The Long Walk was incredible. Like, David Johnson pushed the whole thing. Like, I cannot wait to see what he does in the future, and I cannot wait to see what Cooper Hoffman does in the future. And them together was like incredible. Also, another guy who I fucking loved in that movie was Ben Wang. This kid, I had no fucking idea who this kid was. He was awesome. As the New Yorker, I think when this fucking gum is done, I think I'm done too. Dude, I was like, yeah. Anyway, do I think it was like the best movie of 2025? No, but I loved it. I fucking loved it. The other movies I gotta give a nod to. I really liked Eddington. I really fucking liked Eddington, man. I watched it and I was like, damn, this is so on it. Like Eddington was a movie that stayed with me. There are movies that I like love right away, and then there are movies that just don't leave my brain.
Oh yeah, wow.
What have you done with my boyfriend? He's
What
at
have you
his
done with my
thing.
boyfriend?
He's at his thing. I can't. You want me to dox him? He's at his thing right now. He and I went to the gym today. You want to know what we did? All butt work. Thank me later. We did all butt work today. Thank me later. And then the last few movies I would put in there, 28 years later, I fucking adored. I know some people didn't fuck with 28 years later. I fucked with it heavy. And then the last one I would put in there, just barely though, is Sinners.
Oh, yeah,
I really
wow,
liked
that's very
Sinners.
cool.
I like Sinners. Sinners, I think, for me was, I fuck really heaven with Ryan Coogler. Barely. Yeah, Sinners had I'm going to be honest, Sinners had a big problem, and that was that Ryan Coogler hasn't learned how to do action choreography yet. And I think the fight scenes in Sinners at the end was like some of the worst fight choreo you will ever see in a movie ever be nominated for an Academy Award. And I think ultimately, like, what kept me on board was the setting, the performance, the beauty of the movie. Like, it felt sweaty. It felt like, you know, like the storytelling, the music. I was in the location, and ultimately I liked like the stinger after the credits. I thought that was really good, but like that 20 minutes of like fight and resolution was so bad. It reminded me of like what was the second Star Wars where you could see guys in the background of like the fight that didn't know what they were fucking doing. Like I don't fault Coogler for that. He's kind of like a new filmmaker, but it almost ruined the movie for me. It almost ruined the movie for me because I was like, wow, this is the climax, huh? Wow, okay, all right. But Sinners still, other than that, is so good that I'm willing to overlook how bad the fight scenes were. Really, it's horrible. It's horrible. I don't know No Weapons. No, I didn't think Weapons was a top 10 film. I thought it was okay. It was interesting. I think Weapons kind of fell apart for me though. But yeah, that'd be my top films. Weapons is my top 10. Can I be so for real? You want to know my problem with Weapons?
I don't take no shit from anyone.
Hey Will,
yeah.
Going to Japan for the first time tomorrow. Any advice or suggestions for while I'm there aside from showing hog at an onsen?
Download Google Translate. Buy a physical subway pass day one. Lawson's over Family Mart and 7-Eleven, and allow yourself to wander every day. Oh, get a Wi-Fi buddy. Okay, this is my honest take on Weapons. This is my honest take on Weapons. My real take. I loved Weapons. I really did. But he ruined the climax of the film because he's too fucking funny. Zach Krieger is too funny. Zach Krieger is too funny. And ultimately, the climax of the film tonally does not match the rest of the film at all. It like the rest of the film is this like pitch black horror movie. And the climax of the film is like a Benny Hill scene.
Thank you for the 19 months of
and
laughs,
ultimately,
brother.
like, I think if you're gonna do that, you need a little bit more comedy throughout the film. The one scene where Josh Brolin wakes up and is like, fuck. I thought that was really funny, but I think like I don't know, man. For that movie, I just wanted the climax to be, I wanted it to go up that one more gear shift. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I think Weapons is great. I really enjoyed Weapons. I thought Weapons was awesome. But like in terms of like Academy Award contention, I think it hurts itself by being that little smidge too goofy. It hurts itself by being that little tiny smidge too goofy.
Oh yeah, wow.
And
That's
I
cool.
almost like felt in my head, I was like, oh man, Zach, you couldn't help yourself. That's really what it felt like. It felt like Zach Krieger was like, okay, here's the climax and all the kids are going to turn. How should we do this? Should we have it be like really violent? Or should we have like an old woman kind of like listfully run through people's houses, screaming through wide angles so it looks extra ridiculous? Should we do that? We did that. It's funny. We should do it. We should do it. We should do it. And that's really how it felt. That's like he couldn't help himself. And I still really enjoyed it, but like, here's what I will say. Zach Krieger is going to get better with every project. He's going to get better with every project. He's got a gift.
Cool.
I don't think that Weapons is going to be I don't think that Weapons is going to be the high point of his career. I think that he will keep dialing in his style, and like the next 2 or 3 films, there's going to be a masterpiece that will like run award season. That is my take. I think I have seen enough from Zach Krieger where I'm like, okay, I hear the music. He's just got to lock that in. What about Bring Her Back? In my opinion, I think Bring Her Back is as good a horror film as Hereditary. I think Bring Her Back is like a 10 out of 10. And I think there were 2 things about Bring Her Back that hurt it for most people. I think the violence to children in a movie, even though it's a film, is too visceral for some people. I think violence for children is just a total, it's like violence to dogs. You know what I mean? There are some people where if there's like violence to a dog, even if it's imaginary, they cannot watch the film. They cannot get by it. And I think Bring Her Back, because there was so much violence to children in it, was an instant no for a lot of audiences. It was just an instant no. And then the other thing about Bring Her Back is Bring Her Back, of any film in the entire year, did the least hand-holding of any movie. If you watch Bring Her Back and dig into the lore and dig into the corner of every frame and parse through it frame by frame and read the transcript and like really, there is more in that movie than like any other movie of the year. Like there was so much hidden within every single frame. And I think for a film going audience of people that go into a horror expecting it to be like right in your face, verbatim, tell me what the threat is. It's a movie that like you really have to. I never felt scared. You are a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You did not feel scared when that kid took a fucking kitchen knife to his teeth. You're lying. And if you're not lying, you need to see a therapist. You need to see a therapist. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That scene was one of the most uncomfortable scene I've ever seen. Like I was squirming, and I am a degenerate. I am a fucking degenerate. When that kid took that butcher's knife and just went, I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Uncomfortable, yes. Scary, no. Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
well, I was deeply distressed and I was squirming and I was uncomfortable and it made me. Yeah, that's horror. I don't have to fucking put it. Yeah, but I didn't jump. Yes, but I didn't. It wasn't a jump scare, so it wasn't. It's the same thing with peace and love.
Wow,
that's horror.
Cool.
At Will Neff, I am a huge fan of new French extreme and weird
If
shit like
a
that, and it violated
filmmaker
me
makes
emotionally.
you
If you don't
squirm,
think it was scary, we need
if a
to check your hard
filmmaker makes
drive.
you squirm,
wow,
and you have to look
My
away from
girlfriend
the
tried to get me
screen,
to watch it with
that
her,
is
and she
horror.
said it wasn't that scary.
That is
I'm
body
glad
horror.
I didn't. I think she was trying to give me cardiac arrest.
My girlfriend tried to get me to watch. Anyway, it might not have been scary for some people. Did you like Begonia? Begonia was okay. It was good. It was better than a lot of his films. And then one battle sucked. I'm sorry. One battle. Like, I've had enough time to meditate on one battle. One battle was ass. Really? Yeah, really. Honestly, to me, Benicio del Toro was like awesome. And then everything else was kind of. You have a right to be wrong, Will. Can I be honest? I think a lot of you like one battle because you like the idea of one battle. Like I like you. I don't mean to point fingers, but it's like it's like the gay pride rainbow shirt of film. You know what I mean? Like you think that you are a cooler person by saying that you enjoyed one battle. And ultimately, I think that even as like a protest film, it kind of failed. Like Tiana Taylor's character, I think is so, I think it's almost problematic. I'm going to say it. I think Tiana Taylor's character was borderline problematic. Tiana Taylor's character reminded me of when I'm going to say it. Tiana Taylor's character reminded me of when Quentin Tarantino wrote a character in a movie so he could say the N-word. I'm going to say it. I'm sorry. It felt weird. It felt weird that Paul Thomas Anderson wrote that character. It felt weird. It felt weird.
Oh yeah, wow, that's very cool.
It was a fetishization. Yeah. But it was also like he had Tiana Taylor and he made her so fucking two-dimensional. You have like, you literally have like such a fucking unbelievably talented actress and you made her
wow, that's
so
cool.
two-dimensional.
Just got here. Did we talk about Marty Supreme yet?
Listen, I will say that one battle out of another was not like one battle after another was not like terrible. I found myself laughing quite a bit, but it felt kind of listless. Leonardo DiCaprio's character felt like, why the fuck do I care about this guy at all?
Cool.
Dat role,
Year, baby.
Like Benicio del Toro's character, if he was the main character, I think I can get behind the movie a little bit more. Also, I'm going to say it, like that car chase that everybody said was like incredible. It's two cars driving in a straight line. And then like, what was the point of the ending? Like, what was the point of the ending? I just don't.
Here's Johnny.
I don't know. She's continuing the revolution.
Oh yeah, wow.
What revolution?
Cool.
Her mom was a sellout. Her dad's a burnout. There was no revolution. It's all performative. Every character in the movie is a performative revolutionist except for Benicio. Benicio is the only real revolutionary. That's the fucking point, Will. I could watch a fucking 5-minute short without having to watch a 3-hour movie to get that point. It just wasn't it for me. It just wasn't it for me. I think it's award bait. I think it'll win a bunch of awards. I don't know. It just didn't. Listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I always say this. I never want my film opinion to be your film opinion. I don't think that's the a point of talking about movies. I don't think that's the point of talking about movies. I think art is subjective. Everybody gets different take for things. I think on Twitch, there is this mentality that everybody has to stand in lockstep on every fucking single point. And I think PTA is going to get his director fucking Academy Award. Everybody's going to celebrate. You know, I love PTA. Boogie Nights is one of my favorite movies ever. Boogie Nights is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I was kind of grading on a curve and I just expected to enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. It was pretty. There were good performances. I just didn't really enjoy the film at any point. I didn't really find myself engrossed. I didn't find the characters very compelling. I don't find the action really that good. Is Eddington your number one? Fuck no. What about Knives Out? Knives Out was shit from a butt. On another category, like I'll be so for real. Wake Up Dead Man, to me, like I think ultimately Rian Johnson has great actors, and I think he has insane performances, but he can't write a murder mystery. Like it's not clever. If you thought Wake Up Dead Man was clever, open the schools. Like with peace and love, open the schools. The original Knives Out was good. The original Knives Out was really good. And I thought it was very clever. And then the subsequent projects got less clever because he had to turn them around in a year. And it's hard to write a murder mystery in a year. It's hard to write something that at the end of the film you go, wow, I'm totally rethinking everything that I thought. That's so brilliant. Like, come on, the Wake Up Dead Man, everything was fucking contrived. Everything was fucking contrived. The priest bought a diamond because he thought that wealth was over the top, and then he decided to eat it. And then, you know, I mean, just donate your money. Just donate your fucking money, man. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much. I don't know. My entire like experience with Wake Up Dead Man was I was like, oh my God, this cast is so insane. This cast is so insane. I cannot believe how good this cast is. I cannot believe that they're being wasted on this. That's my take. I don't know. Whatever. Think what you want. I really liked the first Knives Out, though. Don't get me wrong. I thought the first Knives Out was really fun. Can we get some positives and not be a Debbie Downer in this stuff? Punisher. I literally talked for 30 minutes about my favorite movies of the year. I literally gassed up like 7 films. And then chatters want to list every movie that came out in 2025. And they're like, is this one of the best movies of the year? Is this one of the best movies of the year? And I'm like, no, I already listed my best movies of the year. That's crazy. I missed that part. Yeah, bro. I mean, you're like a child who comes in at the end of the movie just to see the credits and was like, that was really short. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you. You know what other movie I really fucked with though? You know what other movie I really fucked with to make that one chatter happy so we can be positive?
I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone.
Well, I have realized if someone asked, do you like shit rolled up in a tortilla, and you said, gross, someone is gonna tell you that you are wrong because you haven't tried it with guacamole or
100%.
queso. Lol, some cannot accept your opinion is not theirs.
100%. Clock it. I thought, okay, I'm going to say this. Here we go. We can all come together on this before we go into film night. There is a director that is really interesting to me right now because I think visually he might be the new guy. I don't agree. I haven't even said who it is. That's crazy. His name is Bruno Forzani. And Bruno Forzani did a film in 2017 called Let the Corpses Tan. And it was like a mind frag. And this year he released a movie called Reflection in a Dead Diamond. Take a look.
Everything is changing.
Félicitations, John. Mission accomplie. Vous pouvez rentrer à la base, mon cher.
Affirmatif.
Smile.
Et je savais ce que je finirais par trouver au bout de ce long chemin de destruction.
Yeah, so for me, that's the kind of shit I'm on. No, I think I do think that's a problem with me as a film goer is I've seen too much film. I've seen like when a porn addict has watched too much porn and they have to get to like the 80th tab of Pornhub to find something that moves the needle anymore. I'm kind of like that with movies where I've watched too many movies. So I think some films that get heralded as like being really innovative, I'm kind of like, you got to see the kind of shit I'm on. Page 47 of Pornhub. So for me, Reflection in a Dead Diamond was that movie this year where visually that shit is on some other shit. Reflection in a Dead Diamond was like, it's like a visual acid trip, visually delirious, good description. And I love throwing like one or two of those in my diet every year where I'm like, okay, all right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Anyway, that's enough of me talking about things. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen, 6,000 of you here on a Wednesday. Let's get some hype. I appreciate every single fucking one of you. I'm done yelling at you. I'm done being the elder nerd. I don't have to be the comic book guy. Let's all enjoy something together because we've built a film community here. And even though I'm a disgusting old comic book guy who will yell at you about his takes, I appreciate that each and every one of you show up here every Wednesday
Oh yeah, wow.
for a film night. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Haas, can I get that motherfucking adder? Play that shit, play that shit, play that shit.
Love the content in Cop Lemon. Lesson 3.
Isn't it beautiful, chap? Life is not a movie. It's not scripted, edited, or packaged for the screen. We are more than the moments. We see in motion pictures. Our existence is raw, unscripted, and beautifully unpredictable. Every breath, every heartbeat is a story untold, and a story that goes beyond any frame. But in those frames, in those fleeting moments on the screen, we find our greatest escape. Movies let us step outside of life, if only for a moment, to dream, to feel, and to live someone else's story. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. Welcome to Will Neff's Movie Night.
Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Will Neff's Movie Night. Last week, we had an absolute all-timer in Postman Blues. I very rarely do blind viewings of films because I typically like to teach a lesson at the end of the film. That's kind of what makes it a film class. But every once in a while, we do a blind viewing, and it was incredible. Postman Blues was so many things, and with the resolution of the film in proximity to the events in the Midwest that it kind of fell in line with, there was a kind of kismet and a timeless or a timing, serendipitous timing of the commentary it was making about police in a otherwise very silly and pronounced film. And I was not ready for such a profound ending. It caught me crazy. I was crying my eyes out. But it was so powerful, and I really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite film nights of all time. So thanks to everybody who joined me last week. As always, not everybody fucking stayed because of the subtitles, but I appreciate those of you who did. Tonight, we're going to be watching a movie called Hot Fuzz. I think this might be the crowning achievement of a very, very electric director's career, and possibly the high watermark of the Edgar Wright Cornetto trilogy. If you don't know what the Cornetto trilogy is, it is 3 films by Edgar Wright, starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost as his leads, where they go get a different flavor of Cornetto ice cream at some point in the film. Those films are Shaun of the Dead, which I love, Hot Fuzz, which I love, and The World's End, which I still very much enjoy. But Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead are 2 of the best comedies ever made, full stop. Now, we're going to watch this movie tonight. For those of you who haven't been here before, there are a few new people, right? I saw some, wow, this intro is crazy. What is this? For the new people, this is a film class, or at least we do our best to make this enriching in some way. So first of all, I'm sure a lot of you are asking, Will, how are you watching these films? That's a great question, right? You are little legal eagles, and I'm glad that you're keeping me in line. We use a feature called YouTube Free Movies. It is a page provided by YouTube where they rent the rights to films for all of their viewership, whether you are logged in or not, to watch the films for free. So we basically utilize that to then show that movie to an audience. But in standing in line with legality, we don't have a VOD of tonight because we don't want to create an illegal copy of this movie. Okay. So all of those things are used and abused to stay on the kind of lunatic fringe of legality and provide something that we've been doing for the last 6 years in the wake of Amazon Prime Watch Party being taken away from us. Beyond that, at the end, we will do a kind of spiel from me. I'll talk for like 10, 15, 20 minutes about why I think this is a fantastic film and why it is deserving of your time. And then beyond that, I will open up the floor to a Socratic method where you basically can ask me whatever questions you want about this film, about other films, about film in general. And we do that for like another 40 minutes. So I do my best to make this an enriching process for the people that consume it. Not everybody will stay for the film or the lesson part of film night. That's fine. I get that. But for those of you who do, there have been a number of people who have really benefited from film night. It always warms my heart when I hear someone from the community went into film school or got a job on a film set, or it benefited them in some way. And that's why we do that tonight. Now, with that being said, Twitch really incentivizes you throwing money at me, right? That's kind of the basis of our platform. Don't do that tonight. Tonight is just you and I enjoying something together as a community. I don't want any money. And so alerts are off, bits are off, donations are off. Everything is turned off, right? Everything is turned off. Don't do it. If you feel like you want to give me money, go donate it tonight, right? Like it's truly just a night to hang out. With that being said, I will also turn off ads as best I can. I usually leave 3 minutes of ads so that, or not 3 minutes of ads, whatever the fucking number of ads I run is, to get rid of the pre-roll. Twitch changed it so you have to run a mandatory minimum amount of ads to get rid of pre-roll, or else people immediately get an ad as they come in. I will turn ads down to the bare minimum, which I think is 30 seconds an hour. It doesn't go lower than that. And if there's a way to turn it lower than that, I don't know how to do it because I'm an old fucking man. Cool. Okay, so I just turned those down. With that being said, what other things can I say? Not too much. That's about it. Anyway, if it's your first time, I hope you enjoy movie night with my community. My community is what makes these movie nights great. It's not me. We have some of the coolest people that love watching movies, that enjoy this together. And the 6,000 of you are what make this incredible because now, after 5 years, we have the largest and longest running film club of all time, probably. The fact that 6,000 people show up every week and watch a movie together is really fucking cool. With that being said, we have some rules. So is anybody new here? One's in chat. If you're new here, say hi, make a friend, join the Discord. We have a really great community here. Noko, we're watching Hot Fuzz tonight. But we have some rules. It's just some basic like best behavior type thing that will help you really enjoy the film tonight. So this is a 3-minute video. After this video, we're going to go right into the film. Cool. If you've seen these rules before, this is your chance to grab a blanket, get comfortable, hit the lights, take a potty break, whatever you need to do, because after this, we start the movie. So here are the rules. After this, Hot Fuzz. Should I come over if you want to? We can also play games afterward if you want. I won't. Oh, shh. Sorry, the rules. Sorry.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat. Sucking on me is really neat.
Text me, no go.
Don't be a jerk and don't be a fool. Be a good neighbor and follow these rules. What are these rules? Remember to keep your shoes on at all times. Don't pull your penis out unless you really need to. Indecent exposure is a class 2 felony. Don't talk, watch. Don't talk, watch. Behavior wasn't. Don't let it work out. We still have a fucking money. Do not shake holding over seat if I told you while sitting there. I am everywhere at once. I will cut you off if you make out. Yeah, I will cut your lips and tongue from your head with a drugs! Did you bring your baby? If I see you videotaping this movie, sights will rain down your throat with hard acid. Dissolve your testicles and turn your guns into snakes. This is a copyrighted movie for Time Warner. If I find you sold it on eBay, I will break into your house and tear your wife in half.
Yes. Did you get all that? Don't bring your baby. Don't talk. And I spent your money on drugs. I keep seeing Harbaugh to the Jets. Yeah. Or to the Giants. Yeah, man. That was basically a lock. I had heard about that. He really liked Jackson Dart. And dude, if any first round quarterback has ever had a chance to succeed, it's Jackson Dart now. Harbaugh's a QB whisperer. Here we go. Good for the Giants, man. It's going to go crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, it's time to start the movie. Movie tonight's Hot Fuzz. I hope you enjoy. Oh, sorry. It just started. I have to do a few things to get the film ready for you. Hold on, please. Okay. This. This. Alerts gone, bits gone. Hey, baby, 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 bop, 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 bop. All right, gang, enjoy the film.